So at the end of the last episode, we were top of the Premier League. Literally a few games on, we're not top of the league anymore. Hello and welcome back to episode 24 of Unemployed to Legend with Norwich City. My name is Craig, and coming up on today's episode we have an away Premier League game against Liverpool and a Europa League group stage game against Genk of Belgium. Now, since you were last with me, you could probably see from the league table already, we've not gained a single point. Granted, we've only played one league game since the last episode, which was that 1-0 defeat. 3-1 defeat against Aston Villa. And since then, we've not won our Premier League game. We lost that against Brighton, also 3-1. We drew against Genk in the Europa League before thankfully picking up a victory against Crystal Palace in the League Cup. So the defence of the League Cup is still going on at the moment. But other than that, it's looking a little bit more miserable in terms of form. Only one win since the beginning of October. For the Europa League group, it's still looking pretty decent. 7 points from 3 games, of course, but we need to beat Genk in our home match. That goes without saying, because we want to keep them behind us on head-to-head, and also we want to keep Villarreal and Mönchengladbach, who've had a terrible start to the group stage, actually, and hopefully that will continue. As far as the Premier League goes, of course, as you've just seen, we have slipped to third, albeit with a game in hand, because we've got to play Liverpool now. But Liverpool have a game in hand on us as well, and they're only 2 points behind us. So the result of this game kind of matters, which is why we've come back for this game so quickly, because the league has really just closed up heavily for us now. I don't know why I just clicked opposition instructions. We're not going to be chasing Liverpool. We're going to be chasing Liverpool actually, but we're not going to catch them. But regardless, this is what we're going to be going with for the first game of the episode. Gabriel Bazal, who I feel has just kind of displaced Verbruja for the moment. He did well against Palace, so I'm going to give him a game here. Aaron's in goal. Aaron's is at left back. Why? What happened to... what's his name? Gonzalez, or is he just tired? Well, Gonzalez is okay, so I don't know why he's not on there. So it's going to be Gonzalez, Vargas, Lovato and Aarons in defence. Mavropanos has been replaced for the moment by Vargas, who I think has had a good couple of games recently, and I think he's got a point to prove, so I'm happy to continue with him for the moment. Stiller, Gamin and Seki as my midfield three, with Ginchard on the left wing, Balogun on the right wing, Peter Lynch as the sole striker. It's very, very important now, this game, and I say that considering we are going away to Anfield, which has brought us zero joy in the past, maybe a point at most. But as far as I'm concerned, we need to go and get the 3 points, if humanly possible, and I say this against the Liverpool side, who are always so strong in the league. I think they are the reigning league champions, I've completely forgotten. And I wonder what happened to the screen there, but instead we get the TV intro package, which is very, very handy. Supports my claim that, yes, this is a big, big game. Also, why is my camera completely off edge? I apologise. I don't know why you're seeing that completely off kilter, and that goal right there has just caught me off kilter. Lovato scoring after 2 minutes from a corner. I can't remember the last time I've seen a corner goal. But Lovato smashing the header home, a bullet header from him. And certainly, at least he'll bang in the goals when Mavropanos is not on the pitch, or not scoring from corners anyway, because I can't remember the last time Mavropanos has actually scored a corner, in all fairness. It's been left to Lovato in recent recent months in this team. Right, Liverpool are on the attack here. If we can just stop them. Oh, come on. I just feel like our defence went missing again there. Is that Alexander-Arnold scoring for them as well? Or is that Lopez Sanchez? Oh, it's Lopez Sanchez. Right, okay. Arnold's. Double A with the assist, unfortunately. Double A can be OFF. Off, as far as I'm concerned. But unfortunately, Liverpool just ghost right through our defence. I feel that's a very common thing to happen when it comes to playing against top teams, be it Liverpool, Man City or Man U. Oh, for goodness sake, really? So you're telling me this man here, Gonzalez, is not able to make a challenge there? We've just gone from 1-0 up to 2-1 down in the blink of an eye. I don't know what else to say. But I don't know what it is with the game recently. I say it's the game. I know it's my tactics, but I don't know how to change them, let's be brutally honest. But like I say, it's common with top teams to just carve their way through your squads like they're absolutely nothing. And it's quite pitiful to see. We're down to 4th as it stands, but we know with our previous encounters against Liverpool that nothing can ever be taken for granted. Remember the League Cup final last season? And there is... Oh, Lynch, I thought Lynch had just got ahead to that, and if he did, that would have been a goal. I'm pretty sure of it. But it just feels like Liverpool are just turning up through the gears whenever they want. It's quite sad. Whoa, what a tackle by Ginchard. Unfortunately, it just falls straight back to a Liverpool player, so it makes sod all difference. I don't recognise half the Liverpool players now at this point. They've completely overhauled their squads in recent years. And there is Ginchard. If he can just find his way through. Never mind, he doesn't. But there is Lynch. Oh, Lynch should have got that on target at least. I feel that would have been a goal. It is kind of end-to-end stuff here, but it's just been ended almost. Just some daylight put between us and Liverpool now. 3-1. Just feels like whenever Liverpool go forward, they're just going to score, and it's really horrendous to see that sort of thing. I don't want to see it again. But honestly, I've got it on balance, by the way. I honestly don't know what else I can actually do, as Becker just saves that. But again, whenever Liverpool go forward, they just score at will. It's like they just turn it on, like Thor just snapping his fingers, like they are inevitable, sort of thing. And their scoring, unfortunately, isn't inevitable against us, unless we can get a goal here now. And oh, Gonzalez! Is that Gonzalez or Ginchard? Either way, the keeper just seemed to claw that out and just completely claw it away from everyone else to a Liverpool player, of course, because that's the way FM works. Gonzalez is already tired, by the way. And it's only been 44 minutes. So he did play midweek against Palace, I think. No, did he? Oh, for goodness sake, stop kicking against everyone else, Gonzalez. What's wrong with you? You're not that tired, man. Vargas. Ginchard. No, it was Castillo who played in midweek. And there is Lynch. 3-2. We're still in it. We are still in it. Who's being a defeatist? Absolutely not me. No. I'm not a defeatist. I'm a very, very positive person. I'm even more positive now that Peter Lynch is back on the score sheet. He seems to have gone missing recently, but here he is, slotting home a goal. Gives us a wee bit of hope going into half-time, hopefully. A wee bit of hope. And hopefully that'll be us going into half-time. What a half, by the way. 3-2. Great match for the neutrals. Not a great match for myself, with my blood pressure going high. We do owe Liverpool after what they did to us. Bear in mind, they did beat us in the Community Shield final. I say in the final, it was one match. They beat us in the final. The only way you can qualify for that whole match is to win the FA Cup or the Premier League. Or if someone did the double, then you finish second in the league, whichever one. But we are double cup winners from last season. It's not like we're a terrible squad. And I say that when we're 3-2 down anyway, but still. We're a squad who knows how to win trophies. We know how to compete against certain players. Oh God, is that a penalty? I feel like that was a double foul by Gammon in the first place. I mean, how he only got away with one foul in that? Because he just lunged in. Oh my God, no penalty. Oh, VAR giving a rare decision in our favour. Oh God, that was very, very close. And we just need to encourage the boys here. But if we can find ourselves an equaliser, we just need to go more than likely on the counter-attack. I just feel... Let me have a look at my set pieces here. Can I see where everyone is? Thank you. Corners. When we defend a corner, we've got one player out here. I feel Balogun should be up front. Where is Ginchard? He's 6 foot. I'd want him in there to clear anything and everything. 6'1", okay. You know what? You go there. Balogun is also going to go up front because he's only 5'10". What's the point of him being back? Saki will be on the edge of the area. That's fine. He's going to have 2 players then to aim for. In fact, you know what? Gamin. You can be out there. Where are you? Edge of area. Both of you. Edge of area. I want you winning the ball. Angelo Stiller can stay a bit further back. I didn't want to drag it out as much as I did there, but, you know, I just want to sort out my corner tactics when possible. Oh, for goodness sake. Like I said, at will. Absolutely at will. There's nothing else we can do about it. Oh, I brought it back for this episode thinking, oh, you know what, if we can get a win here, it could turn our season around. But at the moment, 3 league losses in a row. That's not helpful under any circumstances. We're going to have to go positive. We've got 0 choice. I can't ask them to... I can't demand more from them. I mean, what else can they do? Well, what we can do... I've just realised it's 75 minutes. I've not made a substitute. What is wrong with me? Cantwell on for Balogun. Udralgo is on for Ginchard. I have no idea what else we can really do here. Gamin. Yeah, Gamin can come off. And I honestly wouldn't know what else to do. Oh, Gonzalez should have come off. Unfortunately, we've just made all 3 subs. So, you're going to have to hold on, unfortunately, Gonzalez. My goodness, he just dropped in energy very, very quickly. And Liverpool with another attack just to rub the salt in the wounds, you know, really ground them in. Oh my god, so we're not even able to chase the ball down. It's like we're paralysed. We don't know what to do in the league. Oh, I'm just hoping for something better in the league. Sorry, in the Europa League. I'm just hoping for something better. Lynch just dancing around there, and he smashes in the ball for 4-3. It's looking way, way closer than it actually has any right to be. I'm not going to discredit them for that. I can't actually discredit Norwich for the effort that they're putting in here. We're on the back of 2 straight league defeats, and we're coming here and giving a game to Liverpool. And so, as a highlight here for Liverpool, unfortunately, it's been blocked and it's been cleared. There is Keki. And it's not going to be. I thought we might get a counter-attack on, but it's not quite going to be. It is a defeat. It's 3 defeats in a row now. But against the Liverpool side, who are rampant, we kind of took them close. It'd been nice to win. It'd been nice to have won if we could, but it wasn't to be. And we're going to have to pick ourselves up after that, because now Liverpool have a game in hand on us and they're a point ahead of us. I did say we weren't aiming for the title, but it still stings. 3 in a row. He's open for better fortune in the Europa League. Alright, second game time against KRC Genk in the Europa League, and we are going back to the 4-2-3-1 for this game because we're playing at home. We need to go on the attack. So the 11 that we're going to send out: Gabriel stays in goal, Castillo, Charisma, Lovato and Nikolov in the back 4. In fact, Lovato should be on the left hand side, I think. Gamin and Keki based in the midfield, with Udralgo, Cantwell, Balogun across the attacking midfield, and Peter Lynch up front. Paul Fires, I was considering playing him on the right up front and Lynch on the right wing, but considering Lynch scored 2 goals in the last game, I think he kind of deserves an opportunity to stay up front for this one. The situation is clear for us in this game. We must win. We have to win, not only to keep Genk far behind us, because they're only 3 points behind at the end of the day, but we also get the head-to-head against them, and hopefully Villarreal, if they win against Mönchengladbach, I think that will effectively put us through into the next round of the Europa League, and then it will just be a case of trying to finish top of the group, so that way hopefully we can we can go through to the second knockout round and not the first knockout round, which is effectively a playoff. From what I've read about it, it's somewhere online. I'm trying not to say Wikipedia because I'm trying not to base a lot of my information on Wikipedia, because as we all know, Wikipedia is not that reliable. Right, we're not winning yet, and I'm a little bit worried, but overall, even if we just win 1-0, I mean, it'll be bad for my blood pressure, but at the same time, I'll happily take it. I just want to take the 3 points home. Right, Castillo just done the throw in over to Keki, into Gamin. We can try and get it forward to the front men. Castillo, if he can play it in to... Oh, Lynch, you should have finished that, man. Oh, man. Just scratching my head in wonderment at that, how he didn't finish it. I don't know if a defender blocked him off. But that was annoying. That was annoying. Balogun intercepts very well there, though. Forget how good Balogun can be, especially in cup situations. Oh, and he just lays it off right there. Assist for Balogun. I think that's probably his first assist of the season. Plays it into Keki, who can smack one from a long range, to be honest with you. That's always a lovely sight to see. Balogun intercepts the ball, gets it back off Cantwell, brings it forward, back heels it to Keki almost, and Keki just lets fly with a wonder range hit from just outside the area. 1-0. Absolutely fantastic goal. And if we can grab a second one before half time, I'll take it. Thank you very much. Balogun takes it forward again, lays it off. He lays off to Nikolov this time. No one there, but Cantwell clears up. Keki into Balogun again. Lynch! Oh, the assist machine. Balogun's just a cup man. Balogun is just our cup man. 2 assists in 1 game. He's only come back from injury, I think, about a month or so before. I think, did he play against Aston Villa? I'm not sure. It might be he did. Maybe that's where we're going wrong. We're playing him in the league when we should just be playing him in the cups. You know what? I'll reserve judgment on that for the moment. It might be I'll play Udraogo and Ginchard together, hopefully, in the league, and then we'll just see where that goes. It is 2-0 at half time currently. Lovely stuff, lads. Keep that up for the second half. Again, it's not only are we trying to win this game, but we're trying to see ourselves through the group. And preferably we'll try and get through in top spot, because again we want to get to the second knockout round, which is what the board are expected from us minimum. And hopefully it will just allow us that little step closer to a nice run in Europe, and maybe even get into the latter stages. Who knows? You get to the latter stages of a European competition, anything can happen. You could end up winning the whole thing. Just over from Lynch there, as he's determined to put this game to bed. But bottom line, we start with hopefully 3 points against Genk, and that gives us the head-to-head, as mentioned before, against them. That's what matters, and that's something I never actually realised until I started playing FM. You actually get head-to-head in the Champions League and the Europa League, and when it comes into force, the Europa Conference League. I say when it comes to force. It's already in force in this game. We're in 2025, remember. But I didn't realise it was head-to-head that it was done on. I thought it was just done on goal difference. It's not. It's not the same as in the league. Castillo just clearing the ball there. Not very far. They've got the ball back. As I think some of our players are just starting to tire a little bit. But hopefully after this highlight I'll be able to make a couple of changes. And Genk continuing to get the ball forward here. If you could just win it, please. Just win it back. Oh, boy. I wouldn't mind. How long did my defender need to just stand there without making a tackle? Right here. Who was that? Keki. Okay, he's not a defender. But seriously, guys. What are you doing with your lives? Well, Drago's already tired. I don't know why I just clicked on him. The game's spazzing on me as ever. Udrago's tired already, so he's gonna... Ginchard is gonna come off. And who else are we gonna bring on? You know what? Seki. Come on, man. Come on in. We need some more creativity. Keki's good for hitting long ranges, but when it comes to creativity, Seki is still the man. And Seki will always be the man. Well, certainly as far as this squad goes. We've got about 7 minutes left, and I've got one more substitute to use. That is going to be... Oh, Balogun's actually shattered. You'll be rested in the next game, man. And I'm going to actually bring on Mavropanos for Lovato. Lovato on a yellow card. I mean, that doesn't matter too much, but I'd rather just rest him as well. Oh, I thought I was in. Mavropanos with the header. It was saved, and Lynch... Oh, Lynch wasn't offside there, surely. How was Lynch offside? Let me just have a look at this again. Oh, what? What? He was playing me on. Give over, ref. You were fooled. You were bamboozled, conned, tricked. The whole 9 yards. Come on, let me do instructions again. You were conned, ref. You were paid off in the tunnels. And that, thankfully, that was still results in a victory anyway, and that gives us the 3 points that we needed. Just see me leaning forward like, please don't concede, please don't concede. Thankfully we didn't. Right, I'll take that. 2-1. It doesn't do the blood pressure much good, but oh well. 3 points, I'll happily take it. There is confirmation. We are 6 points ahead of Genk with the head-to-head. Villarreal did beat Mönchengladbach, so that keeps Gladbach away from us. They can't actually catch us now. And I'm just thinking, are we now officially through? Yes, we've officially qualified. We are in to the knockout rounds. Now it is a case of finishing top. And who do we have next in Europe? Is it Villarreal? Yeah, we have Villarreal. I may come back for the Gladbach game, unless we actually seal top spot. If we have, then I'll come back a little bit later on. But otherwise, I'll come back for the final group game. We'll skip over Villarreal and just see how we do against Gladbach instead. But some point in December, regardless, we'll return with the next episode. Folks, you have been a beautiful audience here today. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button. It will help me out. I'll truly appreciate it. It will support the channel and get it out there to a wider audience, hopefully, as we continue on the road to 100 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.